Hey everyone, it's Friday, December 15th, 2023, and you're tuned into Hollywood Highlight right here on Back to the Podcast. Once again, I'm Chris Lawler, here to bring you the latest and greatest from the world of movies. Today's lineup is jam-packed with some excitement and a little bit of nostalgia. We're going to be talking about Eddie Murphy bringing his A-game back in Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F, diving into a fresh Netflix heist with Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levi, and then taking a peek at Bradley Cooper's latest project, Maestro. Plus, we're gearing up for the holidays with a look at American fiction in theaters and remembering an incredible Andre Braugher. And let's not forget, we've got some spicy new trailers to discuss, including Civil War, Destroy All Neighbors, and If. So buckle up, movie lovers, we've got a lot to cover. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and join the conversation in the comments below. Let's get this show on the road. Kicking off today's Hollywood Highlight, let's dive into the action-packed world of Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. If you weren't aware, Eddie Murphy is back reprising his iconic role as Axel Foley, and this time he's got a mystery to solve in the glitzy streets of Beverly Hills. I mean, that's what he always does, right? After the death of a close friend, also kind of what he does. Seems like being a close friend to Axel is probably a death wish. Foley finds himself entangled in a web of corruption that's taken root in the very police department he once allied. The trailer is a blast, though. A blast from the past, that is. It's got its trademark humor, plus a mix of familiar and new faces, adding to the dynamic. Fans of the franchise, get ready for a nostalgic ride with a modern twist. Beverly Hills Cop Axel F looks to be a thrilling addition to Murphy's impressive comeback trail. What are your thoughts on this revival? Are you excited to see Eddie Murphy back in action? Let us know in the comments. Moving on, we've got some exciting news from the director's chair. Deadpool 3's Sean Levi is teaming up again with Ryan Reynolds for a heist thriller that's sure to raise the stakes. After the phenomenal success of their previous collaborations, this dynamic duo is taking their talents to Netflix, promising an Ocean's 11-style adventure. With Reynolds' charm and Levi's knack for blending action with humor, expectations are pretty sky high right now. And speaking of high stakes, this project has sparked a fierce bidding war before Netflix nabbed it. Are you ready for another Reynolds-Levi roller coaster? Sound off in the comments below. And now onto something truly symphonic. Crescendoing its way onto Netflix this week is the biopic Maestro. The film shines a spotlight on the life of American composer Leonard Bernstein. But here's the kicker. Bradley Cooper isn't just starring as Bernstein, he's also in the director's chair and co-wrote the script, joined by an impressive cast including Carey Mulligan, Matt Bomer, Maya Hawke, and Sarah Silverman. This film is already hitting high notes with audiences and critics alike. Are you as eager as I am to see Cooper's portrayal of Bernstein and his complex world? This one's a blend of Hollywood storytelling with a fascinating peek into a musical legend's life. Moving on to the silver screen, we've got American Fiction opening in theaters this week. This dramedy promises to be an intriguing blend of humor and insight. It follows the story of a frustrated black novelist who, out of sheer spite, writes an overly stereotypical black book, only to find it becoming an unexpected hit. The cast here is nothing short of stellar, with Jeffrey Wright taking the lead, supported by talents of Tracy Ellis Ross, Issa Rae, and Sterling K. Brown. Critics are already applauding Wright's committed performance and the film's sharp, insightful material. American Fiction sounds like it's going to be a thought-provoking journey with a healthy dose of humor. Definitely on my watch list. How about you? Unfortunately, we move on to something just a bit more somber. We recently received the sad news that the talented Andre Braugher has passed away at the age of 61 due to lung cancer. Known for his standout roles in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Glory, and Homicide: Life on the Street, Braugher's impact on film and television was profound. His ability to bring depth and gravitas to his characters made him a beloved figure in the industry. If you haven't explored his work, I highly recommend diving into his filmography on IMDb. Braugher's legacy will continue to inspire and entertain audiences for years to come. Let's take a moment to remember and celebrate the remarkable career of this incredible actor.
All right, we gotta get there quick.
Maybe we should take the chopper.
Use that chopper.
Deathblade, Sidewinder, it's go time.
Roger that, wet blanket.
No, from now on, call me Velvet Thunder.
Okay.
What's going on here? What are you doing?
Captain, hey, nothing, just eating some marshmallows. Care for one?
Marshmallow.
I knew it!
I remember the impact Glory had on me as a youngster and how amazing the cast was alongside Brower. We began binging Brooklyn Nine-Nine again this past week just to enjoy his sharp humor and amazing gravitas. Andre, you will be missed, my man. Moving on though, let's unpack the trailer for Civil War, a film that's already sparking intense discussions set in a dystopian near future, America teetering on a brink of internal collapse. This isn't just a movie, it's a reflection of the divided world we're living in. Directed by the visionary Alex Garland, known for his gripping sci-fi narratives in Ex Machina and Annihilation, Civil War plunges us into a fractured nation where 19 states have seceded. At the heart of this chaos is journalist Vivian, portrayed by Kirsten Dunst. She's not just a bystander, she's in the thick of it, traveling across this war-torn landscape with a team of reporters all committed to uncovering the harsh truths behind the conflict. This film stands out for its raw portrayal of a nation grappling with political polarization and the devastating impact of civil war on ordinary lives. It's a cautionary tale exploring themes of media manipulation, the erosion of civil liberties, and the human cost of division. Vivian's journey as she witnesses escalating violence and atrocities puts a human face on the consequences of a country torn apart. Supporting Dunst is an impressive cast including Nick Offerman and Jesse Plemons, each bringing their unique depth to this harrowing narrative. Garland's direction and the compelling performances promises to make Civil War a film that's not just thought-provoking, but deeply unsettling. As Garland himself says, Civil War is about the urgency and relevance of our time. It's a film that asks tough questions about where we're headed and the kind of world we're creating. Dunst describes her character as a beacon of truth in a world that's seen too much pain, making her role both challenging and crucial. Civil War is set to release in 2024, and it's already shaping up to be more than just a movie. It's a stark reminder of the fragile state of our society and the dire consequences of letting divisions go unchecked. So are you ready for a film that's as provocative as it is pertinent? Civil War might just be what we need to start some real conversations. All right, next up, we've got something that's going to tickle your funny bone and maybe turn your stomach just a bit. Destroy All Neighbors, this Shudder exclusive directed by the adept Josh Forbes, known for blending horror with a comedic twist, promises to be a wild ride. Starring Jonah Ray Rodriguez as William Brown, the beleaguered musician, and Alex Winter as Vlad, the obnoxious neighbor from hell. This film flips the script on your typical neighborhood disputes. Set to stream starting January 12, 2024, Destroy All Neighbors is a splatter comedy that's going to get messy. And I mean that in the best way possible. This looks campy as hell and gives me Freaked vibes, if you guys remember that classic movie, that gem of a classic film there. The story follows William, who's trying to complete his prog rock magnum opus, but gets interrupted by Vlad's unbearable antics. Things take a dark turn when a confrontation leads to Vlad's accidental decapitation. In a panic, William tries to hide his tracks, only to resurrect Vlad as a zombie. Before you know it, the entire neighborhood is swarming with the undead. This movie promises to be a gore fest with practical effects that'll have you both cringing and laughing. We're talking creative, goopy, and utterly over-the-top ways of meeting one's end. But it's not just about the gore. Destroy All Neighbors cleverly infuses black humor and dark comedy into the mix. There's plenty of absurdity and witty banter to keep you entertained between the screens. And surprisingly, beneath all the chaos and carnage, the film offers an emotional core. It delves into themes of creative frustration, self-destruction, and the weighty consequences of our actions. So if you're into films that balance a good laugh and some introspection and a whole lot of camp, Destroy All Neighbors might just be your new favorite. Moving on to a new trailer that'll tug at your heartstrings and spark your imagination. If, a delightful tale of imaginary friends, directed by the ever-creative John Krasinski. This film brings to life a world where childhood imaginary friends, or IFs, as they're called, are more than just figments of imagination. This story centers around a young girl named Bee who has the unique ability to see these ifs. These whimsical beings, abandoned by their creators as they grew up, are now lost, wandering the world in search of connection. Bee, with her big heart and wild imagination, sets out on an adventure to reunite these forgotten friends with their former companions. The film is packed with a cast of quirky and lovable characters. Each of these characters has their own unique story and personality, making for a rich and vibrant world. Krasinski shared his vision behind If, saying, I always wanted to make a movie that celebrates If is about holding on to those dreams even as we grow up. Ryan Reynolds added, Captain Fluffykins is grumpy, sarcastic, and sports a pirate hat, but he's got a heart of gold. It was a blast bringing him to life. If isn't just a movie for kids, it speaks to the child in all of us. So if you're ready for a heartwarming adventure filled with laughs, tears, and a whole lot of imagination, If is a must-watch. I mean, who wouldn't want to see Ryan Reynolds as a grumpy pirate, right? And that's a wrap on today's Hollywood Highlight. From Eddie Murphy's return in Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F., to the whimsical world of If. We've covered a lot of ground, but now I want to hear from you. Which of these trailers got you the most excited? Are you looking forward to Eddie Murphy's comeback in Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F., or maybe thought-provoking themes of Civil War have caught your interest? And let's not forget about If. Does the idea of a world filled with imaginary friends intrigue you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm curious to know. Remember, if you enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button, share it with your movie-loving friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Back to the Podcast for more Hollywood highlights every Friday. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us keep bringing you the latest and greatest from the world of cinema. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.